Can a person truly change who they are? If you're watching this and thinking, there's no way I can change, this is just who I am, I want you to know that I understand. I've been there. I'm living proof that a man can change. When I was younger, I always promised myself I'd never be like my father. He struggled with anger, and growing up in that environment, I told myself I'll never be that kind of man. But as I got older, I found myself slipping into the same patterns, short-tempered, reactive, and hurting the people I cared about the most. The turning point for me came after I lost, at that time, the love of my life. That loss tore me apart, but it also woke me up. There I was repeating the same mistakes I swore I'd never make. I did one thing my father never did. I got help. I began the difficult, humbling work of looking inward, understanding my triggers, and rebuilding myself from the ground up. Fast forward today, I can proudly say I'm a changed man. I didn't just turn my life around, I became a therapist, dedicated to helping others do the same. For the years, I've had the privilege of supporting hundreds of men and teenagers in changing their behavior. And what's truly inspiring is the ripple effect it creates. It's not just about healing yourself, it's about creating healthier, happier relationships with your partner, your children, and everyone around you. That's why I'm so passionate about this work, because I know change is possible. I've lived it. Today, I want to share some of the lessons I've learned, stories of the transformations I've witnessed, and tools to help you take your first step towards change. I will also tell you about Call Me Dad, a powerful documentary I was part of, which dives deep into the lives of men who decided to confront their own anger and rebuild their relationships. You'll find the link in the description below. If you feel like anger defines you or runs your life, I want to challenge a common belief that might be holding you back. The idea that anger is your identity. This couldn't be further from the truth. Your anger isn't who you are. It's a reaction. And with the right tools, you can reshape how you respond. Take one of my clients, Brian, for example. He grew up in a household full of shouting and tension, and by the time he was an adult, he believed his anger was just in his DNA. But through the online 7-Step Anger Management Masterclass, Brian uncovered something important. While we can't control everything that happens to us, we can control how we respond. And by addressing his triggers and learning new ways to communicate, Brian transformed himself and his relationships. The documentary that I mentioned, Call Me Dad, follows several men working through similar transformations. One of the most impactful moments for me came when a father shared how his son told him, "Dad, I'm scared of you when you're angry." That was his wake-up call, much like I had my own. And over time, that same father heard his son say, "Dad, I'm not scared of you anymore." Those words are proof of the extraordinary healing that can happen when we commit to change. If you're ready to take the first step, I want to offer you some support. You can start by booking a one-on-one Zoom session with me, a space where we can talk openly and honestly about your challenges and start crafting a plan for change. Or perhaps finding a therapist in your area who specializes in anger and relationships and is the right choice for you. For inspiration, I encourage you to watch the documentary Call Me Dad and see how others have worked through their anger and come out the other side. It can be so incredibly empowering. I've included the link in the description alongside with the details about my 7-Step Anger Management Masterclass program. Both resources are here to support you on this journey. And here's one last takeaway I want to leave you with. Anger isn't the enemy. It's not who you are. It's a feeling, a response, but it doesn't have to control you. You can change your relationship with anger and in doing so, change your life for the better. If this video has resonated with you, I genuinely appreciate if you could give me the thumbs up. It will spread the message to others who might need. And if there's a topic you'd like me to cover in a future video, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you and create content that speaks to your needs. Thank you for joining me today. I'm Dave Nugent. I'll see you in the following video. Take care of yourself. You deserve it. Bye for now.